All right, everybody, it's me. I'm Wild Bill. My buddy Chad over here. Welcome to Chiefs and Royals chat.
Good afternoon. I'm glad you're back, Bill, and hope you're feeling a little bit better. So,
Oh yeah, glad to be here. Just was out in the heat too much yesterday. Way overdid it, and was having a lot of problems breathing and everything. It's brutal hot. It's saying it was 112 outside yesterday, so
oh yeah, oh
it's
yeah,
not too pleasant.
yeah. Well, the big game was yesterday. Well, preseason
Yeah,
game against the Cardinals, where the Chiefs played in the Super Bowl, and again the grass was they're slipping all over the place. I've seen that, but we still turned out a big victory.
yeah, yeah. It was a good game. They it's like you had said previously, the first quarter, it just seemed like they were having the nerves getting to them a bit. They weren't making the plays, dropping passes, and a lot of incompletes, and just were having issues connecting. I started watching at the beginning of the second quarter um, because I had to go see a buddy of mine and hadn't seen him in uh, but once in 20 years, so over 20 years. So I went and saw him yesterday, and but it was a little bit late getting back and saw the second quarter on, and I mean I was just amazed that our backup quarterbacks are playing as well as they are. I mean that was um, you said his name. I didn't catch it. I
Shane
forgot.
Buechele had the
It
passing rating.
had
You
perfect quarterback rating of what was it?
It's
What did they
over a
say a
hundred,
rating of?
hundred, over 100. I know that. I mean,
Well, all
uh,
four of them had a rating over 100.
yeah,
Yeah, it
yeah,
was the 137 or something like that.
yeah.
But
Like you're saying, the first quarter I got to watch it, and they're dropping passes. Even Kelsey, I'm like, oh brother. I mean, because if anything throws off your timing in offense is drop passes,
oh
and
yeah,
if I, you know, but the good thing is I've seen separation with new receivers, Rashad, Rice and Ross and Sky Moore and these and then all of a sudden it started clicking. They started catching everything, and then it
yeah,
snowballed. And that's one thing about the Chiefs. Like you always said, they start out slow and then they start rolling, man. But I hope they
yeah,
start catching on quick. Offensive line was great. And back to the quarterbacks. I'd be interested to see who's one, two, three. So I think maybe Gabbert is. They signed him. Uh,
yeah,
he came from Tampa, and he's from Missouri. He graduated from Missouri, and he's the veteran. And Andrew, he likes veterans. So, and I think it's Shane Buechele. So I think it's those three quarterbacks is just what order.
yeah,
Because the fourth one, I think he's just he'll probably make the practice squad.
yeah. It'd be good. I mean, I'd hate to see any of them go because they all seem to be doing really well. And I mean, anytime you got a quarterback rating over 100, that's great. And all
Yeah,
four of them yesterday were up there. I mean, every one of them.
right.
So
Yeah, and
I don't know I don't know how many they're gonna cut. I mean, are they just gonna cut one of those guys, or
they will probably cut
what do you think?
one. One, they'll keep three. I think they'll keep three quarterbacks. Um, because the nature of the beast is if you get too hurt, then you're gonna have
Yeah.
to go looking for a quarterback, and then you're in
Well, I
trouble.
mean, we've seen two quarterbacks go down in a quarter, so you never
Yeah.
know.
Well, look what happened to San Francisco in the playoffs. Lost all their
Yeah.
quarterbacks, and they couldn't even throw the ball. And I think that I could say, well, that's why Philly went to the Super Bowl. Um, yeah, You mean an offense that can only run the ball. So,
Yeah,
but who knows? Yeah, so you're going to keep three, and I think those are the three you're going to keep.
yeah.
So it's in it. So the receivers, you said you watched it from second quarter. There's a couple good receivers out there just making plays.
Oh
Um,
man, they were. I mean, special teams did great. The receivers were doing good. I mean, they were getting good uh, after they were getting yards after catching the ball. Um, I mean, it just seemed like they were breaking tackles and doing what they needed to get out there and push for more yards
yeah,
and to keep moving the ball.
yeah. I'm hoping, like I said, we keep seven receivers because I have a feeling that there's some receivers that go to the practice squad, but I also think another teams are going to pick them up because they're so
Yeah,
deep. Um, offensive line did not allow a sack. So
yeah,
on
no
any,
sacks. I mean, we it was 504 yards of offense, no turnovers, no sacks. I mean, that was great. That's
oh,
great.
yeah, I'll take that any day.
Yeah, I
So
mean, we've seen games where it was more yards, but I mean, still, that's good.
yeah, yeah. So with saying that, so I think like 300 was like passing and like pretty close to 200 rushing. Um,
Yeah,
you had some good running backs too. Like you got the Ron guy, you got the Prince guy, then you got of course McKenzie and EH and Pacheco. So are they going to keep
yeah,
three or keep four? That should be interesting.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. I mean, I'm just waiting to see how. I'm just waiting to see who the final lineup is going to be, so we can know who the final team's going to be. But I mean, it's gonna suck to really lose some of these guys that can be a great player for the team. They just aren't. They aren't. I don't know. They maybe not be ready to be out there on the field full time, or they may not be just quite at the level, but they're almost there. And with the work, they'd be a great player. It's
right.
gonna be hard seeing some of these guys go that are going out there putting in the work.
Yeah. I'm having a hard time. I'm going to admit something right now. Uh, I have a bad taste with CEH, and this is why. He went at the Super Bowl parade. I know that he did. I don't even think he played in the Super Bowl last year. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Just like, I mean, he's decent. He's, but I'm just saying, should you take one of these other running backs over him? Um, his contract end up at the end of the year, so this is a contract year for him. Um,
Yeah,
the guy can't stay healthy, can't stay on the field. Um, he's good in some ways, so I just got mixed emotions about having him on the team because you got the Ron guy. I really like him, and he's a big
yeah.
physical guy. And so, is there you have a favorite running back, or you just like to see good running?
I don't really have a favorite yet. I mean, I'm liking how pretty much everybody is looking really good so far.
Yeah,
I mean, for me, I don't have a standout that I prefer over anybody else yet. I mean, you gotta love your teammate, your veteran teammates that you've had for the last year, 2, 3, 5, 10 years, whatever. You gotta love those guys, and you always gotta have new blood coming in, and I'm just waiting to see who's gonna really shine. I guess I'm just waiting to see who's really going to come through in the next couple games, and I'm excited for it. I'm ready to see who's going to
and
make the cut and
yeah, and that's the
see if
same
we can
thing.
get accomplished. see if we agree with it too, because some of these guys, I think if they were given the chance, they'd be just phenoms. I mean, I'm just waiting to see a little bit more before I really say too much. But I'm thinking next week we'll know a little bit better. I've been trying to keep up on the practices and how they're doing on practices and all that. So, for me, this is new. I haven't ever really done that before. I haven't done, watched the preseason practice. You know, hadn't really paid much attention to it.
Well,
So
that's
for me,
doing.
this is all new, and I'm enjoying it. It's kind of fun trying to figure out who you like of the new blood
Yeah.
that's showing
And
up.
and doing this is going to make you go, hey, I'm going to watch this and watch different, uh,
Yeah,
shows, different stuff on YouTube. Um, the preseason games are important as far as who makes the roster, and
yeah,
you maybe go to this guy and say like Justin Ross. He's a guy I talked about that's been hurt. He's looking good, man. Would that be one of the comeback story? Be one of your favorite people to watch? Rasheed Rice. I think he's going to do some big stuff this year. Um,
yeah.
and
I
yeah,
think so
so
too.
I'm glad you're getting involved, and by the end of the season you'll be like you'll know a lot more stuff.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Well, I mean, just real life has always kept me from being able to spend any time really doing much of anything because, when you're a parent, you got kids, you got real life. You're working 40, 50 hours a week. You know, you always got that honeydew list. You got everything you got to deal
yeah,
with. So there wasn't much time, but now I'm starting to get a little bit more time so I can start doing some of this stuff. So
right, and of
it's good.
course all that stuff takes priority. Your kids
Oh
and my
yeah,
kid, you know. Um,
absolutely.
but my kid's growing up now, Yeah, he's 13 going on 14. He'll say, we'll be hanging out, and he says, Dad, I want my own time. I'm gonna go upstairs and play my computer and play online with my friends.
Yep.
Um, stuff like that because we just moved to Lake Placid, Florida, and he's just now making new friends here. So it's allowed me a
Yeah.
little bit of free time to do this. We'll be going to Disney in January and stuff like that. Um,
Yep.
yeah, so I've been working 60 plus hours just until recently, a week. So on to the next. The defense looked pretty good. I mean, all but except for that one drive where the flags are flying every 5 plays.
Yeah,
You know,
there were so many penalties there for a bit. I'm going every play. It seemed like there was a penalty. I mean,
yeah. I thought Tom Brady was playing for him. I thought is Tom Brady come out of retirement or what?
it was unbelievable how bad that was. I'm just I couldn't believe that they were throwing flags that much. I mean, and there were some things. Yeah, I could make that call. I could see that, but some of it you're just going, no, I don't see it. And that
Yeah.
was on both teams. There were some of those calls were horrible calls.
I would have just said,
But
hey, we'll spot you 7 points, Cardinals, because they only had 3 points with all
yeah,
those flags. I mean,
well,
there's some that were legit, but some of them were not
well,
legit.
yeah, there was there was a lot of pass interference calls that should have been called that weren't. There were a lot of pass interference calls that happened that shouldn't have happened.
Mhm.
But I mean, that's just any game. I mean,
Yeah.
it happens.
But other than that, I mean, they play good, and um, yeah, some young players are fighting for positions, so
Yeah,
uh, it creates a lot of. And again, on the sideline, big plays made. You see Travis Kelsey and McKenzie and Mahomes are going crazy, like they're getting into the game. So that's good that they like support their teammates. So,
yeah.
um, so you have anything on the rest of the defense there?
Um, no, not at the moment.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
just
we'll
waiting
go
to
back.
see how it keeps going.
Yeah, I think they're pretty deep on cornerback. Cornerbacks are looking decent, and
Yeah,
there was so you have Snead. I don't think he's been playing, and you still have Chris Jones. Chris Jones, get to work. So get to say, get out there and get to work. Hey, wasted almost $6 million. You could have gave that to me, and I would have split
yeah,
some with Bill here. You know, would have
yeah.
split
Give me
some.
half of that. I mean, not
Yeah,
serious.
yeah. I'll go to camp and I'll let them
What a
knock me
waste.
out for $6 million. You know,
Waste.
waste of money, man.
Honestly, at this point, if he doesn't want to play, just cut him. Let him go. Be
Yeah,
done with him. Get
yeah,
somebody in there that wants to play.
yeah. It's
I
a
mean,
waste of money. You know, like you said, you work 60 hours a week, and come on, dude. You know, you're hurting the team. That's all there is to it.
yeah. But right now, he's been beyond hurting the team. He really is. It just he 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 went about it all wrong. Went about it
Yeah,
all wrong.
yeah. Hey, look. You know you're going to come back and play during the regular season. You know it. You
Yeah.
know why? Because it's $20 million you lose. And if you sit out for a year, you know, you're going to lose a year. You're going to and probably not look as good as what you've been through all these years, and you won't get that big contract. And so you're probably going
No,
to come back.
I don't think at this point he'd get the big money anywhere else either.
Well, I mean, if he doesn't play, nobody can pick him up till the end of the contract, and he just loses out on money until
Yeah.
next year, and then he can be signed by somebody. But he's going to lose like close to $20 million.
Yeah.
So, um, would I like to see him play? Yeah, he's a difference maker. He's a wrecking machine. But look, the bottom line is, if you come to camp, they're still going to work on your contract, and the result is going to be the result either way.
Yeah.
So next week, I think we play the Packers. I'm not sure. Um, it's on a Saturday too. We'll be playing the Packers, I
Yeah.
believe. Um, and it'll be at Arrowhead. So we play two on the road and one at home.
Yes.
And then on the 7th, we'll be playing week 1, regular season. We'll be playing the Lions. And they've
Yep.
been talking, oh, we're going to do this and do that and beat you. And so we hear this every year.
Oh
So,
yeah. We hear it every year, and then they get embarrassed.
yeah. So, what was your favorite? The 38-10. Was it what?
Yeah.
Did you have a favorite touchdown in that game or a favorite
Um.
play?
No. Well, I saw a couple really good jukes in there where the guy had the ball and he faked, juked, and the guy the guy from the other team, he just falls flat on his face. Just fell flat on his face, and he just runs right by him with the ball. I
Yeah,
laughed. I couldn't help it. I was rolling,
yeah,
and he just juke juke and took off, and that guy tried to get him and just fell flat on his face. That was the best. I'm just waiting for when we get somebody to help us put video on here so we could show these clips. Just man, I had tears in my eyes. I was rolling. Oh, it was hilarious. I
yeah,
love it. So
yeah, yeah. There's that. I'm telling you what, these and even the receivers that make it like Lissette Smith or whatever. That that dude is good. That dude was the one in the very
yeah,
last couple touchdowns or the last touchdown he ran it in. Before that, um, Ross, he cut the wrong way. He had the guy beat. When he did this and he had it open, he went in the end zone, went that way, and he knew it's like if I would have cut back to the right, I would have had a touchdown. And then that Seth Smith or whatever his name is, he got a touchdown right after him. So
yeah. Well, I mean, that just comes with experience, and
Yeah.
I
Oh
mean,
yeah. I'm just saying he's
he'll learn
good.
he'll learn from that. He'll learn
Yeah.
from that one big time.
Oh yeah. I think he makes the team. I think there's a couple other ones that'll make the team, and then there's the ones that will probably end up going to other teams. I mean,
Yeah.
they're pretty. They got a bunch of number two receivers, is what they have, and then you got Travis Kelsey. He didn't play very much. He just kind of rested. We already know what he can do. So
Oh yeah. Yeah. We don't want to hurt our big guys. I mean, we need to keep them healthy. So
so if anybody out there that wants to possibly join our team or whatever, that
yep.
knows a lot about editing, um, leave a comment, or you can
Yeah.
leave a comment box and how to get a hold of you, and we'll get a hold of you. But
Yeah.
you gotta be a
I
Chiefs
mean,
fan.
yeah. I mean, we gotta. We don't have to be a Chiefs fan, but it'd be nice.
As long as they're not a Tom
I,
Brady fan.
yeah. But no, we definitely need some extra help because we'd like to have four people on screen, and then I figure we'd need somebody to help just do the audio visual part and help run that part. And I don't really want to edit our videos. I want it to be mistakes and all, everything left in there. I don't want to edit anything out. Um,
You just want to add to it,
I
like
want
video.
to add the like a border and graphics and video clips. That's my main thing is I want to be able to show these great plays and the great mistake plays that, oh man, that shouldn't have happened, but we still
Right.
got to talk about it, we got to show it. That's what I'm really looking forward to.
Nice.
I've had
Nice.
a couple people that have already said, oh, we'll help you, but I need money now. No, we're doing this
Yeah.
for the fun of it.
Well, yeah, and here's the thing too. We're not making money off this right now. We need more subscribers, and we need
Yeah.
over 50. We need to make this grow. And then once we start making money, we'll split the money up. You know,
Yeah, we'll do it,
so it'll be even.
but split it evenly. So,
So,
oh yeah,
so, meantime, we still have to go to our regular jobs. So,
absolutely. Um, so, oh, speaking of regular jobs, we went to. I had to go up to Kansas City here this last week, and Hawaiian Bros. I got my shirt from Hawaiian Bros.
you'll see
They're
the bottom of it. Yeah, right
they're
there.
doing,
Excellent.
they're doing a thing right now, fundraiser for um, the fires over there in Hawaii. Go up, buy a shirt. It was $10. Buy a shirt, help them out. All they said, all proceeds are going to help Maui. So let's help them people out. Let's help them regrow and recover. They had the Chief shirts, they had Royals, and they had KU.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely gonna go up there. Probably just go up or get a hold of them in Lawrence and try and get a couple more shirts because it's good. It's a good thing.
Yeah, it's
And
good to help as much as we can. Like I said, yes, of course everybody wants to make money for their families and stuff, but we also would like to use this as a stepping stone for stuff like this, um,
yeah,
helping situations, tragedies or whatever, and
yeah,
so if you go buy a T-shirt from them to help the situation out, that would be fantastic.
absolutely. We're going to be working on doing a lot of fundraising and stuff. You know, uh, there's a lot of homeless people out there right now that need a lot of help. So one of the things we're going to do is try and raise money for the homeless. We're also going to uh, hopefully work with a foundation to help veterans coming back from overseas, whether they have physical or mental injuries. Either way, it's debilitating. So we want to help them come back and make it easier for them to reintegrate in society. So that's one of the things that I want to do to help them out. So, I mean, we got a lot of plans. So it's just going to take a little bit of time, a little bit of money, a lot of effort. We'll make it happen. Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, it's you got to start somewhere. We have to put a lot of hard work into this because there's a lot of other YouTube stations that are doing Chiefs. I mean, there's tons of them, and they're good, and they know their stuff. Again, we're just two regular guys that love football, love the Chiefs, and we're not, we're not coaches or anything like that, but we know a little bit of football.
Yeah, we're both fans, but that's as far as it goes. I mean, we're just two regular guys that like talking football, and we want to get a few more like-minded individuals to join the team and help out. So anybody, you're more than welcome. Just let us know. We'll see if you'll be a fit.
All right. Well, I think we're going to wrap it up here with that.
Yep.
And then, as we'll know, if there will be any cuts, probably by the start of this week or in the middle of the week or something like that. And then please help us to subscribe, push like, so this will make us be noticed out there.
Yeah.
Again, I have a lot of friends on my Facebook. I know they're busy. That's probably what it is. But watch us, man. We're not too bad. We joke a little bit too.
Yeah.
So Bill, we just need to push this a little bit, and we'll get her done.
Absolutely. So we will be out here doing another video. Thursday or Friday, I believe, and then we'll do another video after the game. Hopefully, we got some good news on who's staying, who's leaving, and
all right. Well, that's it for me. And like I said, we'll be dropping another one on Thursday or Friday.
All right. Well, everybody, y'all be careful out there. Please stay out of the heat as much as possible. Don't get overheated. That sucks. Stay cool. Love y'all. Peace.
Peace out.